brought to you in part by Frenchman Hills Winery, a distinctive taste for all occasions.
Complement the best evening with the best wine. Red wine selections from Frenchman Hills Winery. Estate-grown grapes exclusively from Sentinel Gap Vineyards are expertly handcrafted into Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and a red wine blend, yielding a truly superb and elegant wine. Look for Frenchman Hills Wine in upscale restaurants and other destinations. Frenchman Hills Wine, a distinctive taste for all occasions.
Hello, I'm Brenda Roberts at the Community Building in downtown Spokane with founder Jim Sheehan. And we're going to find out just why this community building is a very friendly building. Jim, so nice to have a chance to chat with you about your vision and your accomplishment of this community building.
Thanks.
How did it come about?
Well, first, remember that community building is, the words themselves mean, the building part is both a verb, the place, and a noun, community building, bringing people together in a way. And the purpose of bringing people together, at least in this building, is to work for justice in some way. Now, the way people work for justice is relative to them. There's 25 different nonprofit organizations that work here doing things in different ways. But so we try to affect the entire community of Spokane and in whatever way that people work at it. But also the building itself is a place that has a tremendous amount of beauty, and it's built in a way that's sustainable. In other words, all the materials and the place itself is inviting, and it's a place people want to come to work because it's non-toxic and it's a beautiful space. And that's a really important thing for all of us. Is,
we're all familiar now with the term sick office syndrome.
Sure.
And I doubt very seriously that you have this here because you've gone to the extra miles and even the extra expense of the materials that are non-allergenic, and
sure.
Air filtering and the
right.
quality. But more than that, the comfort. And that has a lot to do with the people's working sense, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely, and it's a place that's benign in terms of just a place to be, and you don't have to. People really want to come here, and you can talk to virtually anybody who's been in this building, and they all say the same thing. And the people who work here really enjoy, at least, I don't know all the time. Obviously, not always enjoying coming to work, because there may be a big something going on, but the place itself is inviting. It says,
definitely,
come to me, let me hold you.
Mm-hmm. And it's got that nurturing aspect. You're fostering community, and as people come, I know they host a great many talks here and events, which really is to send then people back out to their own neighborhoods to be a little bit more socially active? Or?
Well, we just, that's up to them. We just provide a space for various groups and organizations, virtually anybody, to come here and have a presentation or a meeting or whatever it is they need to do. And that is the thing that creates, one of the things that creates community. Care, concern, love, compassion, justice for each other, obviously, is the thing we're trying to, not obviously, that is the thing that we're trying to bring together with everybody.
Now this word sustainability, I think it's a little bit new to some people. What's your definition?
The definition of sustainability is that we want to leave a footprint on the earth that is so small or non-existent that whatever we use does not inhibit future generations from being able to use the same thing. That's the sort of the definition that you hear, or something along those lines. I think it's deeper than that really. I think that's the result of it. Sustainability is, to me, the same thing as justice and love and beauty. It's a place that we reside within ourselves. It's a place that is where it's hard to explain, but you'll know it when you experience it. It's about an experience. And the expression of it, of course, is to recycle and to use proper materials, and don't pour garbage into places, and all those kinds of things, and that's really, really important. But sustainability itself is contained within each of us.
Well, I appreciate what you've done to create such a nice space. I've been enjoying it, and I hope other citizens, around and residents in the area certainly can come down and partake of these events and,
We
and
invite
just feel it.
anybody to come down to community building and participate in the things that we're doing and have things that they feel they need to put together themselves.
Well, thank you again, Jim. Appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Queue up, Spokane. We have a very friendly building, a community building that's here for you as well, and to remind you of our responsibility to be sustainable for the next generation. Hello, I'm Brenda Roberts, and I'm in the community building, 35 Main Street, Spokane. A nice urban downtown building that's been renovated as a friendly building. It's friendly to the environment, friendly to the people who work here, and these guys have helped create this space where people can enjoy a community feeling. And with me is Dave Sanders,
Hi, Brenda.
Community Building Coordinator.
Correct.
Bruce Gage, Eco
Brenda.
Depot. And we want to talk about why this building is different than a lot of the other buildings that people are working in downtown Spokane.
Well, I think one of the biggest difference we've got with this building is the intent that we moved into it with. Wanted to try to marry social and environmental justice and create an environment where people would feel free to commingle, collaborate, cooperate with one another. So with our interior design, all of the offices open into common community space. So it has a feel of being in your front yard, and we think it works. We think that people are actually working together because of this and cooperating more and sharing space, and certainly as they have interns come, they'll mix and match and share personnel and resources. So that's the biggest thing, that we've created a friendly environment for people to work in.
Definitely. You can feel it when you walk in, and we have shots of what it looks like. In terms of the materials used, too, and maybe different materials that are healthier, can you elaborate a little on that?
Sure. A lot of the materials chosen for this project were environmentally friendly materials, non-toxic paints with no VOCs, maybe some recycled carpeting. Did you use any recycled paper countertops anywhere?
We did not in this
okay.
building.
But at any rate, a lot of recycled products, recycled cotton, insulation, that type of thing. And I don't know, that just gives the whole building kind of a nice energy too, and brings people out and to be able to talk about those kind of things, first of all, how healthy it is to work in this environment. And I think with that in mind, people are open more to building meaningful relationships with the people they're working with.
In terms of, recycled materials too, I believe you were able to use quite a few in this building, and then even more so in the next expansion building. Are those as good as anybody's going to get? They still maintain their strength and durability?
Yes.
Yes.
Some people might think, it's recycled, it's used, it's not going to last long, but that's not true.
That's actually some of the recycled lumber is better than the new lumber.
Yeah.
The old lumber that's been around, and then reuse that lumber and if it's remilled, it's better than any new lumber you can buy. A lot of the manufactured lumber, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's all clear wood. There's timbers and beams that we took out of the other building. Straight grain vertical fir. There's not a knot in any of it. It is just gorgeous wood. And it's just not available anymore. We're trying to preserve it a little bit. So the materials out of the other building that we've taken out and replaced, we're going to cut down and use for cabinetry and that kind of thing. So we're not really taking advantage of the structural strength. We're promoting the beauty of the wood and making it forefront so you can recognize that it's reused and in its best fashion.
Yeah. When was the Saranac built?